So I met William through a friend. I'm a board member of the Santa Ana Chamber and was experiencing some issues with my mom. She had just fallen and broken her hip. And we were very concerned about the next steps. She was living in her own home, her home of 70 years plus, and just did not want to move or be out of that facility, be out of her own home. So we were very concerned about it, and I was talking to a friend at the chamber, and she said, well, have you met William Young? He's one of our new chamber members. And I said, no, I haven't. And he helps people with this transition and is a consultant in that arena. Would you like to meet him? So I said, yeah, I'd love to. And we connected via phone, and then we met, and I just have nothing but great things to say about William, because he was able to provide a high level of compassion, experience, knowledge, wisdom, things that unless you've gone through this before with elderly, it's a very difficult situation. And so the first step was just to find out what was my mother like and what was she about and so forth. So he actually went to her and met with her, spent some time with her, and got to know her, which was amazing. And then we toured facilities. We kind of got an idea of where she would like to be geographically, but what type of place she might enjoy over other places. And William had a vast knowledge of the facilities in our area in Orange County. So we were able to make an arrangement for her to visit there, and while she liked it, she was not going to move from her home. That was the big problem, is her heels were dug in and she was not going to leave her home under any circumstances. And we were very concerned about her safety. Her memory was getting really bad, and her ability to get around was getting really bad at 90 plus years old. So we were able to, with William's advice, create a story that helped get her out of her home on a temporary basis so that she would at least be comfortable moving into a place for a short period of time while we did work on her home. And while it felt deceptive, it was the only way that we were going to get her out of that house. And so that was several months ago, and Mom moved into a facility, and while it was a difficult place for her to get comfortable because she's very shy and not able to socialize, at least from her own perspective, she was able to get comfortable, start making some friends, and here we are several months later, and she's actually pretty content being out of her home. Still talks about wanting to get back home, but she's pretty content with the fact that she is where she is. William also was very hands-on right from the get-go. The day before the move, the day of the move, the day after the move, he was very concerned not only about my mother, but also my brother and I, and he helped us through some of the anxiety and the stress that we felt to assure us that we were doing the right thing. And that was very critical, and that was very helpful. On the other side of the fence, he spent time with the facility and talked to them about my mom. He actually educated them not just on her physical or mental needs, but also what she was about as a person. And that really came through when my mom actually got there. She felt that somebody cared about her, and that was a huge help for us, because she wasn't putting up as much of a fight as we had anticipated getting there. So that was a very important part of the whole process. William's hands-on approach, his really desire to help us through it emotionally was very helpful. William's advice, his guidance, he's actually gone to visit her in her home, in her new facility, and became friends with her and was able to build a level of trust that this is a family friend who has your best interests at heart. And it's just been a godsend for my brother and I, who were probably beating our heads up against a wall up until we met William, and it's just been very helpful for us.